player standing.
All right, you're in a 1v3 now, and you only know the location of one remaining player. It sounded like they were near the front of garden, but you need to defuse, and you still have to work your way through these 3 players. So what do you do? Now that you've killed this guy, you notice another player is trying to trade you out. How do you play this? Do you swing further to the right to get the kill? Do you drop down and play it at a different angle to prevent them from pre-aiming you?
One enemy remaining.
120.
Ready.
All right, last pause for the round. Your teammate told you the Omen was hit for 120 and you heard a step in backside. So what's your play here when you drop? Do you go above tube, or do you maybe slowly go and tap the spike and wait for them to peek? What are the factors you have to consider with each move you make?
Refreshing.
Did you make the same decisions that the Clove made? If not, what was different and how would your decisions have impacted the round? I want this video to show you how an Immortal player makes decisions, but instead of showing you those decisions, I want to put you in the driver's seat and make you think critically about what you should do and how you should think. Take your time when I pause to really think about things. Let's get into the next clip.
Last player standing.
You're in a 1v4 now, and the only player you know the location of is by the orb behind you. You still have plenty of time to play with, but you want to start making moves now. What do you do here? Okay, so you've spotted one, but there could be people backside, heaven, or drop. Do you take the risk and reswing the Phoenix and kill him, or do you maybe push further into spawn and try to find a pick there first? All right, it's a 1v3 now. What do you think is the next best play? The rest of the team knows exactly where you are now, so you have to act pretty quickly to see if you can find any other picks or possibly get the spike down. So how do you play this?
You plum.
Spike is finally down, so the pressure is on the other team to find you and defuse, but you're still in a 1v3. Do you get aggressive here and look for a pick maybe in heaven or drop, or do you run back to tree and just play safe?
Spike planted. No peeking.
So 1v2 now, but you have no idea where the remaining 2 are. Do you keep scaling into heaven even though you can't fully see the spike from there, or do you go back down to site? You hear Jet coming out from main. You think it's a good idea to stay up here now, or should you work your way back down to site? Okay, so you finally know where both of these players are. Jet is on site, and the Astra just took some shots at you from their spawn. Now what's your game plan? You're stuck here in drop, but you still have a medal, and you have to find a way to take these fights one by one.
Remaining.
That's 3. Not ready yet. Have one of these.
Shadows traveling.
Nothing, eh? Oh, you dodged it. I'll just go.
You know there are multiple in garage, and there's a boom bot coming. And luckily this harbor activated the shield for his smoke. Do you stay in here in hopes that another player comes in trading him out, or do you take his gun and leave? You're lucky you got out with a gun, and you use that shield to dodge any damage from the sprays. How do you now slow down this push from the attacking team? Do you reposition anywhere or use any additional utility?
Cover going out. Blinding.
They forcing A or?
Healing.
That's coming in. Yeah, I heard one there.
You just barely spotted someone behind that box. Do you re-peek and see if maybe you can get a pick, or do you just play conservatively to not give them any easy picks here?
Nice.
Spike down B.
You spotted all 3 in garage now, and you get smoke back in about 3 seconds, and you still have your TP. Do you use any of that utility? Where do you use it if you do?
Not ready yet.
Three, all three.
Cover going out.
With that smoke, they're trying to isolate fights by hell as they scale in. Do you push through and out of this smoke to prevent them from doing that, or do you just hold back sight? If you hold back sight, where do you play it?
They're slowed. Raise behind the box. Pillar.
I think Clove is low.
One enemy remaining.
My bad.
30 seconds left.
I didn't put
Spike
126.
down mid.
Bring them
120 on the woman.
You and Fade are stuck in a pretty bad spot right now. You've planted the spike already, but it's a 2v4 and you have to prevent the enemy from defusing. With the utility you have, how do you play off of this Fade to make sure that the defense has no time left to defuse? You're able to get the trade, but unfortunately Fade goes down and now you're in a 1v3. You know there's at least one on site, but you're not sure where the other two are. What's your game plan?
Player standing.
Okay, so now you know where 2 of the 3 players are. What do you think is the best approach here? You know Chamber has a knob with his ult, but you're not sure what he's holding right now or if he's maybe flanking through rope. But you know that Cypher tapped the spike. He could be sticking it, but you're not sure. What do you focus on here?
One enemy remaining.
Your team spotted 4 players rushing A. Do you continue to rotate normally or should you ult instead? Where do you ult here for the largest impact? You could go backside, but risk getting flooded and shot before the ult finishes there. Or you could play it safe and just go screens or back heaven to get there faster. What would you do? You decided to go backside, but as soon as you started your ult, the Raze ulted and is somewhere on site now. Do you stick this?
My ultimate is not ready.
You know that there are others on site here, but you don't know where they are because they aren't on the minimap. You got lucky that the Raze ulted the Sage instead of you, but what's your next play here to hold site and anchor it?
Stealing sight.
Gotcha, son! My turn!
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
You know there's at least one backside based on the sounds of where they're shooting, but you don't know where the other 3 are. Urena is flanking, so do you wait for her to flank and find a pick, or do you do something else?
Don't place. Ultimate ready.
Alright, so you still don't know where the last person is, but you're confident one is backside and it looks like Urena is coming back through to heaven instead of holding garage. What's your best play here?
Spike down B. Last player.
Of course, Urena decides to peek without you, and now you're in a 1v2. You know where they both are. One is hell, and the other just planted in default. Based on the utility that you have, what do you do? Do you use any of it right now, or do you try and trade out the Reyna first?
Standing. Spike.
And now you're in a 1v1. The jet could be anywhere to your right after planting. What do you think is the best approach here?
Planted. One enemy remaining.
Your ult hits the jet and it sounds like she's behind the pillar by double box. Where do you scale? Left or right?
Last player.
So you get the trade on the Yoru, and now you're in a 1v1 on defense. The only thing that you know about the Sova is that he was last seen somewhere on site. You have a bunch of utility here and still about a minute to play. What do you do?
Standing. One enemy remaining.
Where do you smoke here? Do you even smoke at all? If you do, then why do you pick your spot to smoke specifically?
Smoke's resonating.
Spike planted.
Sova is confirmed on site, but he could be repositioning anywhere before you get on. Do you use any utility to push him out of areas once you get to garden, or do you just go through slowly?
Smoke's up.
Based on the sound that the dart made, where do you think the Sova is now?
Ult's ready.
As always, I appreciate you watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to give it a like. And if you loved it, go ahead and subscribe. Catch you in the next one.